Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here at Market Shark TV. We're going to go ahead and dive in and see what's going on in the pre-market here. Let's see. Go ahead and pop up the screen here. Don't mind me. It's my first show, so, just bear with me a little bit here. Let's get it going. Let's see what's going on this morning in the market. All right. Let's see. GameStop, how's that doing so far? What we could see. I guess this is supposed to be live for me, but I don't know. It's not matching from what I'm seeing here. We'll just go ahead and let's go look at. Let's pull this up over here. So let's see. GameStop is sitting at 278. All right. So let's see what else. RealNetworks is sitting at 530, up 5 cents since close. Tops is up 11 cents. Look here, $13. Okay, that's GME. AMC, 97 cents. It's closed 12.13. Okay, broken to 12. Let's go ahead and have a look at some of this news here. For GME, we got 21 minutes ago. So shares of GameStop Corp started the week with 4.4% gain in the pre-market trading Monday after soaring 92% last week amid a mostly positive day for meme stocks despite a mixed outlook for the broader stock market. GameStop stock is getting an early start for a possible fourth straight week gain after rocketing 551% over the past 3 weeks, after tumbling 87% the 3 weeks before that. Elsewhere, shares of AMC Entertainment, AMC ran up 9.2% ahead of Monday's open, after soaring 99.6% amid a 4-week win streak through Friday. Among other meme stocks, COS Corp surged 8.9%. Pre-market, BlackBerry got 0.8%, and Express was little changed. Meanwhile, futures for the Dow Jones Industrial Average were up 63 points, or 0.2%, while S&P futures fell less than 0.1%. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with VUZI. Any news with VUZIX? So I want to know what's going on here. It was a little bit down earlier. Let's see. VUZIX was sitting at 21.5, so it's down 62 cents in the morning here, pre-market. Not a big deal at all. We've got a bunch of momentum and different things going on with VUZIX. I like the stock. It's a great stock here, and they're a great company, great product. They've been doing a lot of great stuff with COVID going on and everything, and they've just had a chance to innovate and put their show their brand, show their product. Really, it's been very useful for people doing remote work and need remote instruction. So that's definitely a great product there, and we'll go over that in a little bit here. We'll do a little deep dive on them. But in the meanwhile, let's see, how long do we have? 9:22. We got about 8 minutes till the bell opens. Let's see if there's anything going on. Let's see here. 311. Yeah, partnership with Room AG. a marketing tech startup based in Germany that offers an innovative all-in-one solution for 3D and AR to support interest from customers in healthcare. Oh my God, let's see here. Pull up my comments just in case we got anybody asking any questions. In healthcare and education, field service, construction, manufacturing, and training. Partnering with Room AG, which offers a cloud-based platform that allows customers to digitize assets and products into CAD data. Will help VUZIX enterprise customers across multiple market verticals expand the usage of VUZIX smart glasses and begin to build and offer new AR digitized assets to their employees and staff with training and knowledge transfer. So yeah, they're really great. I'd like to definitely want to show you guys some more stuff on them. Now, let's see here. Let's see, VUZI. Before we get the day going here. See, this February 26th, a little bit older. As you can alpha March 12th. So that was on Friday. March 15th. Volatility watch. Stocks with a high level of volatility implied by options trading, Tilray, AMC, Nano Dimension, and NDM, of course. Names with elevated level short interest include Academy Sports, Outdoors, and Retractable Technologies, RVP, and Beyond Meat, all week. So notable conferences running during the week include JP Morgan Industrial Conference 2021, Roth Capital Partners, Investment OC Growth Stock 33rd Annual Conference, the Citi TMT Conference 2021, and Bank of America Global Securities Industrial Conference 2021. All week here, let's see. Let's just have a look. Where's VUZIX and all this? Okay, here we go. All day. Companies reporting earnings with big sweeps implied by options trading include CarLotz, LOTZ, and Desktop Metal, DM, during the pre-market, and Westport Fuel Systems. VUZIX will be in the after hours. So expect in the after hours, we're going to get the fourth quarter reporting. And hold on, let me go ahead and pop onto a different screen here. So what we're going to expect is the fourth quarter earnings here coming up at the end of the day. Now with VUZIX, they've been doing well throughout the pandemic, and the pandemic actually, I believe, moved them up and launched them off, helped them propel their company forward. Just because of the demands and needs that were available, well, not available, but that were needed to be fulfilled with VUZIX, basically, with COVID going on. So you had a lot of problems with people, being able to travel and fix things on different sites. With VUZIX, it was very capable with classes because, you have the cameras, you have a heads-up display on the lens there, and somebody across the world could remote in, see what the person wearing the glasses is seeing, and help them out in any which way by popping up diagrams on the heads-up display, circling in those diagrams, and just making things happen. Very excellent company. And let's see here, how far? Okay, we got about 3 minutes till the bell rings, opening bell. So let me just go ahead and get this up here. Let's see, VUZIX. Oh, with a K, no. Let's go ahead and, let's not click on their ad, because we don't want them paying for ads. Let's see, investors. Latest presentation. Presentation, okay. So yeah, this is where they're at. Third quarter up, fourth quarter coming in, and they're projecting to be up. So, right now they are at, let's see here, VUZIX is sitting at 2149. They were earlier, you have a look here, let me pull them up. VUZIX. Let's go full screen on this. You can see, let's do the 1 day. Let's do the, I'm sorry, the week. Let's just do the week here. So you can see the week, how it went. This is the 15th today. And Friday, you can see their 2017 here. And you can see earlier in the week, they were down. Down to basically 13. They're in that $13 range, $12 range. As you can see now. So this is the after hours, of course, here. You can see they've been steadily climbing. And you want to look at a full year here. You see these lines. It's beautiful. You're sitting at, I got into them back in July. And let's say they're around 3 and change, around there. Yeah, 3 and change. That's pretty much where I got in. And you can see now they've been it's a beautiful little snake, somebody was saying to me, and a serpent. We had a huge dip here when everything ate last week. It just took a big knock last week, and it's picked up. It delayed a bit compared to the other stocks with their bounce back, but you can see now. Let me pop this back up here. Here we go. You can see now that basically it's had a good bounce back here, but it delayed a bit compared to the other ones. Look here, let's see, July. I realized that I didn't have the screen up here. So yeah, July I got involved here around 3:30. So yeah, you know it's good, and it's on its way. Let's go ahead and go back. We'll see what's going on with the live market here. See if everything's kicking up. Let's get some news going. Some Bloomberg TV here. And if you're wondering, this is Opera GX. A little bit of music going here. All right, there we go. If you're not getting sound, let me know. All right, the bells are open. Yeah, for some reason the sound's not coming through.
Cents, $64.90. That's the cross-asset story at the market desk with your movers.
That should be better.
John, futures may be basically mixed and slightly higher, a little bit of a risk on mood, but where we have a bigger risk on mood, the reopening trade. If we take a look at airlines and other travel-related stocks, we are going to see lots of green. Delta at a recent JP Morgan online conference did say that the travel improvement is real, substantive. They're also, despite the fact that their revenues are at the lower end, it seems that investors like the fact that they are maintaining guidance. That's clearly a good thing. Carnival also higher. And then take a look at AMC Entertainment popping up 6.8%. They have plans to open all 56 theaters in California by March 19th, including 2 flagship theaters in LA. And then rounding out this reopening trade, we have Caesars Entertainment popping Also on the travel tailwinds, but they are being added. That stock is being added to the S&P 500. It's not just reopening though. We have a small
Opera's actually been doing pretty good.
Even as yields are
Opera.
trading mixed. Take a look
You can
at the
see
big
their
banks.
browser here.
Some green on the
Beautiful.
screen. This, of course, as you know, is the story of the year as yields climb.
It's got some cool features to it, definitely.
And finally, the defensive trade, last year's defensive trade, it seems more going back toward the growth side at this point. Big tech is also higher, although Palantir has flipped lower, but Apple, AMD, both higher. Although, John, you can see that red for Palantir. That stock had been up 2% just a few minutes ago. So keep an eye on tech. Perhaps we're going to see that sector under pressure again. And that means, of course, watch yields.
Abby, thank you.
Yeah, just working out the kinks here, so don't mind me too much.
On the NASDAQ, dead flat. The story going forward, the stimulus checks are rolling out. Where does the money go? The Mizuho team have done the survey. Is the quote. 2 out of every 5 stimulus recipients surveyed expect to invest some portion of their checks in Bitcoin and stocks. Overall, 10% of total gross stimulus checks, or roughly $40 billion, may be allocated to Bitcoin and or stock purchases. For more, is Kelly Lyons.
Hey, John. Well, more retail money could be heading full force toward this market. Mizuho surveyed more than 200
we're starting off with a green bar here. That's good. RSI is up. We got some volume coming in. Great volume coming in behind GameStop here.
Is their estimate. That would equate to about $24 billion. The other $16 billion they expect to go to stocks. 60% of those surveyed said they will not be putting money into the market, instead putting it toward bills or savings, what you would assume is actually the intention of the aid spending. But 21% of people expect to invest up to 20% of their funds, and smaller portions expect to invest more than that, actually 2% saying they put 61% or more into the market. Again, with that spending, Mizuho expects Bitcoin to be the more popular investment choice, estimating it could add as much as 2 to 3% to Bitcoin's current market value, which as it stands is more than $1 trillion. And when we look back at the market performance after the prior 2 rounds of stimulus checks, Bitcoin did go up. After the first 1,200 payments went out on April 14th last year, Bitcoin rallied about 37% over the next month. And after the $600 payments at the end of December, it rose 28%. So there may be a stimulus effect at play there. That wasn't really evident in the broader market. It only rose about 3% after the first round of payments, and actually was slightly down in the month after the payments in December. But even if it's not true at the index level, we know that stimulus payments may have had a big role to play in some individual equities, like the likes of the Reddit trader favorites, GameStop being one example, John.
Kelly, thank you. Thank you very much. We, of course, want to be really careful with this. We know for many people right now who are struggling, this money is real relief. We also know anecdotally, though, from the people you talk to who receive these checks, where some of this money has gone. It's not just gone to pay off debt. Some of it has gone into the stock market. Some of it has gone into Bitcoin. To what degree, I don't know. And this is a survey of just 200 people. Let's have the conversation about retail trading. We can do that now with Jana Barton of Eden Vance. We can do it with Stuart Kaiser of UBS. Jana, let's start right there. Just how powerful you think the incremental US retail buy actually is.
Well, it certainly moves the market, but I think a more powerful story is the return on an average stock.
PLTR
Last year, it was all about cap-weighted, bigger cap names doing well. And year to date, it's been a complete inverse of that. The S&P 500 is up about 5 percentage points, but more importantly, the average stock in the S&P 500 is up over 11 percentage points, which I think kind of bodes well if you want to be an active stock picker. This is the time to do so.
Retail has been super active. Stuart, they've also been super active in the options market with short-dated call options. And I'm trying to assess the outweighted impact retail buying can actually have on the broader market. Stuart, what's your read on that?
Hi, good morning, John. Honestly, hopefully, I hope the stimulus checks have very little impact on the equity market. I think all of us would like to see that stuff get spent and kind of invested in the economic recovery. In terms of the impact on options, I think we've seen 2 very clear cases when that's happened. September of last year, with that kind of tech rally, and then Nasdaq sell-off, and then with the retail-driven stuff in January. So, I would agree. I think on smaller stocks and over tactical periods, it can be very, very impactful on a relatively small sort of pocket of the market. But I think big picture, that type of stuff isn't necessarily what's going to drive the market higher. Our view is what's going to drive the market higher is improving employment, spending on consumer services, earnings growth, et cetera. So, I think in that sense, if it's real money getting invested in the market through actual cash ownership, as opposed to kind of short-term tactical trading and options, I would read that as a much more healthy way for retail to be invested.
We've seen the huge rotation, and Yanni, you took us straight to your main talking point, was that the performance of the average stock is doing tremendously well. Do you think for investors right now it's better just to sit in the S&P 500 equal weight, or to actually be as active as you're suggesting?
I think active is the name of the game. Again, I think the biggest risk right now is to seek equity exposure in a passive way, because you're not getting the performance or valuation spread. Again, going back to what are the data points you're watching to be active, and how active should you be? A couple of data points for your viewers. The cross-sectional standard deviation of returns, meaning the spread between the best and the worst, is right now at 3 standard deviations above the mean. That means we haven't been here in over 10 years. That means that if you pick your spots, you can do really well and significantly better than an average cap-weighted name. A second thing is co-movement in the market. Again, the correlation levels that we've seen, particularly in the growthier areas of the market, are heading lower. Again, you want to be active in picking your spots. And I totally agree with our colleague here, is that it will be all about earnings growth. You know, over the short term, it is all about sentiment and kind of the momentum trade, catching that bid where the action is the greatest. But we're dealing with a market that's over 30 trillion in size. There's a lot of opportunity for investors to seek that exposure in more than just 1 or 2 areas of the market.
Stu, speaking of that earnings growth that Jan is alluding to, this is a well-known story now. The data in the next several months is going to boom. Do you still think that's underappreciated?
Yeah, I do. I do think the degree of earnings growth we're going to get is a little underappreciated. And I think there's also a wide range of forecasts out there, which I think suggests that people aren't necessarily certain on the size or the timing of that earnings growth. So, yeah, I do. I think it's been underappreciated. I think as the GDP growth and the earnings growth and the drop in the unemployment rate begins to materialize, that that's going to be extremely positive. I mean, if I told you the U.S. economy was going to grow 6 to 8% this year and then 4 to 6% next year, I think generally you'd want to own equities in that environment, and I think that's our bias at this point.
I'd be very excited about the 6 in 22, that's for sure, Stu, if you told me that. Stuart Kaiser's going to stick with us. Jana Varden, Jana, thank you. Thanks for being with us. Your time's important to us. Thank you very much. Let's turn back to this market. About 8-9 minutes into the session with your movers. It's pretty good stuff.
Well, good morning, John. You are seeing that travel outperformance spill into the U.S. session after seeing that really be the story in Asia and Europe. Let's just take a look at some of these stocks. United Airlines and Delta Airlines both in the green. You can really see those massive gains. Carnival Cruise Lines as well, trading in sympathy. When you have those airlines go up, cruise lines tend to follow. Most volatile stocks in the S&P 500 also trading in sympathy with Boeing. Very positive TSA rebound data coming out of the U.S. as well. If you also look at some of the entertainment names, once again, you have from a macro point of view that rotation trade. But look, AMC Entertainment announcing they're preparing to resume operations at almost all California locations. And John, LA alone is a bigger market for this company than New York. So it really tells you that this is a major boost for that stock.
SNDL had some news this morning as well.
So investors hopping in on anticipation of next week. And lastly, Extended Stay America,
some
really
sort of
gaining
partnership
after
or something
really outperforming during the pandemic, earning itself a buyout from Blackstone and Starwood Capital. John, get this, for a whopping $6 billion.
Really big numbers. Thank you. Pretty mentioning the travel sector, Southwest out headline this morning that really underlines, underscores, emphasizes how bad things were last year and how much things are improving relative to last year. May 2021 capacity to increase 118% year on year. Maybe telling you more about how bad things have been and not how good things are right now, but they will be getting better in the view of many of these airlines. Coming up, AstraZeneca's vaccine delays, delivering another blow to a slowing European
277 right now.
Ireland,
GME.
the Netherlands, and countries across Europe are lining up to suspend shots of this particular brand.
Right, let's minimize this. Let's get into some of this other stuff here. So let's see here. We got news here on SMDO. Let me go ahead and get this back up. Maximize. Here we go. So let's see here. Shares of SNDL growers surged 3.9% in pre-market trading Monday after Canada-based cannabis company announced an agreement with SAF Group to form a joint venture. Sunstream Bancorp Inc., the 50-50 JV, will generate investment opportunities in the cannabis industry by providing exposure to debt, equity, and hybrid investments. The first mandate of the JV joint venture is to form a special opportunities fund with commitments from third parties, limited partnerships with an initial commitment of $100 million from Sundial. Sunstream will enable Sundial to remain focused on our core operations while leveraging the strength of SAF's private equity and credit investment expertise on a global scale, said Sundial Chief Executive Zach George. Sundial's stock has soared 183% over the past 3 months, while cannabis ETF THCX has climbed 69.8%, and the S&P 500 has gained 6.7%. So that was 2 hours ago. Well, this is a little bit more in depth here. It says about the same thing. I read this earlier this morning. So they summarize it in the next post there. So let's get back to the tickers there. See GME sitting at, hey, what's going on here? A little sell off there. And VUZIX, a little bit of bump there, a little bit of down there. The volume. All right, come on.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Let's get it.
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at that fucking smile on my face.
Saying. So, can we look at here? Yeah. I'll get a little musica going. This is DMCA free drum and bass. It's a little loud. And not what I was looking for. DMCA right here. Free synthwave. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. A little something futuristic. Alright, I'm getting a little bit of volume, positive volume toward GME. Lovely. 9:45 right now. The market's been open about 15 minutes. Plenty of time for things to pick up and get lovely again. It's a beautiful day. Things are getting better. Things are opening back up. Life is starting to resume back to normal for everybody. I've been chilling though. Let's get that GME up on the big screen. Let's see if what kind of information we can pull up. Get some news pulled up on the side here. If there's anything new out about GME. Surprised with VUZIX not bumping as crazy as it should be. Let's have a look here. All right, starting to pick up a bit. Fourth quarter earnings coming in here.
We heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
So yeah, fourth quarter earnings coming in. It should be doing well. Let's see here. Oh, SNDL up to 153. All right, that's what I'm talking about, was. Let's have a look. Let's pull that out. SNDL. Sundial Growers. Zoom down a bit here. Slap it in this corner. There we go. And some people like the hollow candles. See, candle, color bar. Yeah, I like these. The ashes. And let's go ahead and add some RSI to that. And parabolic solar. So, say it's gotten up to 148 here. 154. Okay. All right, so let me pull up that news on SNDL. I was saying they came out with some news today. Okay. All right, fine. So, let's see here. 2 hours ago, Sundial, shares of Sundial Growers, SNDL, pre-market cannabis. So, yeah, I did read this already, and I was saying that it was pretty much the same there. That's right. So, let me go ahead and restore that. I was pulling up their information there. Oh, yeah. Let's get some music going back. Like that synth music, it's pretty good. Let's see how GameStop's website's looking nowadays. Anything new with it? I don't think so. Well, let's just see. They have any PS4, PS5s in stock. Just look at this site. Like, compared to before, the way it was, like, I don't know, about a year ago or so, it's very much improved. Deals of the day they have now. Like, nobody really go. I don't know why people don't go into this site, stream this information. Just like, what are the differences? Electronics. Let's see. TVs and monitors. They carry TVs now. Gaming monitors. Gaming Rover personal gaming station. Interesting. Like, people are like, oh, just whatever those bobblehead things. I'm not interested in those, See, projectors. They're kind of cool. They have television. Let's see, electronics. Drones. They're carrying drones. That's cool. They got some Star Wars drones. Just like their ability to be able to move forward. Number one, their rewards program members, power up rewards. All those members are basically people that are, within their books that they have able to reach out to. Like, for instance, Facebook, I think they make around like $6 a day around there per user. So if GameStop were to build their own social media platform, this is my take on things. I've had these ideas for a while, and I've been wanting to say them, but now I can. I'm on YouTube streaming here, so things that I'd like to see them do is maybe a social media platform where they could basically bring on all their Power Rewards members. They can have a streaming service on there. People could stream on there. The ads that you get are gamer based and gamer related, whether it's competitions or products or whatever it is. Maybe just gamer related ads. Make it like a safe haven for gamers, that want to stay away from all the politics and all that stuff of Facebook and things like that. And they want, a place that they could get away to and enjoy, just gaming stuff. Why not have a social media platform with, streaming service where people could stream on there, kind of like people stream on Facebook. So, and they could get ad revenue. And, one thing I'd like to also see is this has, let me pull this up. This is Opera's GX browser, and this thing is great. I love it because, let me just pull up some of the settings here. Menu, sidebar, so I put that away. But this is one thing that they have in GX Corner. You click on this remote control here, and you get to see every month or every day or whatever is like most up to date free games. Okay, so this is free games for PC here. Windows, you can see the Windows, Mac, lets you know. PS Plus, so these are games that are free with PS Plus this month, so you get to see these. Xbox, you see the marker up there. You could pick Xbox, VR, PS, Mac, Windows. Now, I'd like to see a GameStop, or something like that here. Where they have, things on sale, whatever it is. You can see Steam, Epic Games. You can pick different stores, check them out. This is Opera GX. It's just very, very cool. I like it a lot. I've been using it myself. Also, let's see here. Yeah, you get the bookmarks bar. You can put all sorts of themes. I have the dark theme going, of course. This is what I like doing, is you could have your desktop show through it. So this is my desktop back here. As you can see, it's just one part of the desktop, but yeah, as soon as I pop this up, it's the same thing. I love this browser. It's great. Let me minimize that. Get the stocks back up. See here, GameStop, it's 275, VUZIX 2142, and let me get RealNetworks up here, RNWK, and that beast. Ooh, indeed. See, the one thing with RealNetworks, it's not crazy like, you know, a GameStop or jumps like VUZIX, and it's just very steady, solid growth. And if you look at it, there we go. This is 2018. Well, let's just look for the year, because you know RealNetworks has reinvented itself. It used to be Real Player from the 90s, which was the first streaming service ever. At least they're one of the first few streaming services. I would, from my understanding, they are the first. They are the pioneers of streaming music, whatever it is, and videos even. You remember the Real Player from the 90s, or you know, so, or the late 90s, early 2000. I apologize if that's too early for them. Let's have a look. Was I too early? 2010. Let's see how far we could go back. 2000. Yeah, 98. All right, so I am right. We go back here. And we're going to drag this up. So as we can see for this year, just do a little zoom. They're sitting out around like $1.50 back in June, July. Let me just pull some things up for RealNetworks. Now, their main product is Safer, SAFR, which is their facial recognition software. It's #1 from what I checked last. They are #1. Now, there is a let me get this back up here. So there's something called NIST, and NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology. So this is a big organization here. National Institute of Standards and Technology is a physical sciences laboratory and a non-regulatory agency of the United States Department of Commerce. Its mission is to promote innovation and industrial competitiveness. So they are, you know, as far as standards go, they are very big, very well known, and they are, you know, they're obviously with the State Department of Commerce, or they work with them. Let's see here. Well, and non-regulatory agency of the United States Department. Okay, so it is part of the United States Department of Commerce. So with them, they tested the efficacy of their software and how well it gets results. And it had a very, very high efficacy rate. One of the bottom line highest one in the industry. And let's see here. As a provider of internet streaming media delivery software and services based in Seattle, Washington, United States, the company also provides subscription-based online entertainment services and mobile entertainment. See, they're not even diving into that at all. See here, you go to their main page right away. Safer, greater visibility, greater confidence, introducing safer for security. So look at their products here. Oh, they have some other context. I haven't looked into context, but safer I looked into, and they've got some great videos on that. See, automated surveillance, touchless access control. Oh, they almost. The thing is, you go to YouTube, and the thing is, it's not like they're under the radar. It's just a lot of people don't recognize that, product like Safer is very useful, and it's going to be used, throughout the world, especially with the masks. So this is the one thing with the masks here. Let's have a pull up of the most recent. Let's see. Anything come out this week? No, not what I'm looking for. This month. This year. All right. Anyways, so let's sort it by upload date. Oh, they're putting me the stuff here today. Saver. Okay. RealNetworks. There we go. We'll get better results there. We're not getting Taliban or some shit. Excuse my language. So let's go to their actual page. I'll be able to see everything. Safer record 4 months ago.
With the spread of COVID-19, as we all adapt to the
I get an error. That's strange. Okay, stream's still gone. Good. Oh no.
Wearing a face mask is one of the most effective ways to limit the spread of COVID-19. As we all adapt to this new reality, Safer's face recognition capabilities have been fine-tuned to better recognize faces, even when partially obscured by a mask. Whether a known individual is wearing a surgical-style mask or fabric mask or bandana, Safer can recognize registered faces with 98.9% accuracy. These high accuracy rates enable face-based contactless secure access without requiring the removal of PPE and ensure persons of interest and registered VIPs don't go unrecognized when wearing masks. With a strong track record of high performance under challenging real-world conditions, Safer is the world's leading face recognition platform for live video with a robust suite.
So that's what I was talking about right there.
With a robust.
They have a 99.87% accuracy facial recognition. So it's a very high percentage there. Less than 100 millisecond to recognition speed. So within less than 100 milliseconds, they're able to recognize who the person is, whether to grant them access to the building or the area. Least bias globally available algorithm according to NIST. See there, that's what I was talking about. National Institute of Standards and Technology, U.S. based company. Can't go wrong right there. USA, global reach. Yeah, definitely. They're going to be involved. They're already involved in military. I believe they got a contract with the Air Force earlier this last year. So they were doing. They're basically able to monitor anybody that goes in and out. So number one, it's very good on security. Facial recognition software. Right now, it's already out there. So it's not like we're giving away freedoms or anything that's already not, giving up. The database is there. The Real ID Act, got everybody's biometrics, through the DMV. So this is, it's just basically utilizing that information to keep things safer for situation, anything. you know, any offices, buildings, somebody doesn't work there, doesn't belong in that building, and they're showing up, then security is going to be alerted. Okay, this isn't a person that normally comes here. Let's go ahead and have security escort them into the building or find out what they're here for. So it's very good, and you know, they're going to be utilized throughout, you know, future times. And definitely a great company. I'd say do a lot of research on them. I have, and they're actually the first company that I bought a share in when I first started investing earlier last year. So yeah, I'd say that's about it. But you could see, you know, with mass detection, like even if somebody comes up, I watched a video yesterday, and somebody was walking up with a poster board with a mask on it. I mean, not with a poster board with their picture on the poster board. So it was their face on the poster board. They're holding it side by side with themselves, and they're able to see, you know, basically it was recognizing them as the person, but it wasn't recognizing the poster board with the person's picture on it, because it could tell the difference between like a fake, or even if they put their cell phone with a face on it or anything like that, it could tell, and it just denies them. It recognizes the person, but it doesn't accept it. It's denied because it's not a proper thing. So let's get back to the tickers here. See what's going on with GME. 273. Yeah, it's just still sitting at 273. Not having too much crazy activity this morning. It's pretty calm. Let's have a look at what else we got going here. Top prospects. Let's have a look at these. So this G-Tech, wow, up 60 cents, 32% since close. Let's have a look at the bigger list here. AEZS. Okay, yeah, 19 cents. Nothing crazy. AMC, 16.3%, sitting at $13 almost. AMC. Especially with that news this morning, things are going a little nuts, huh? TZ, close. SNDL. That jumped down real quick. Yo, where'd he go? SNDL, right there. $1.54. Nice. That's great, because, you know, I bought them at that $1.55 price a while back. Got quite a few shares too. I'll put that music back on now that we're chilling. All right, let's get that GameStop ticker back up. Here we go, here we go. 274. Space up 171. Yeah. Top news, anything new coming? SOS. 22%. Successfully installed its second fleet of 5,000 cryptocurrency mining rigs. Holy smokes. Together with its prior fleet of 5,000 mining rigs, the company said it expects combined fleet to have the capacity to calculate an average of 353 petahashes per second for mining Bitcoin and 707 gigahashes per second for mining Ether. Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to get plenty of help from, you know who, NVIDIA, because they messed gamers over with their half hash and making mining specific GPUs, let's say processing units. I'll call them MPUs. Mining processing units. They're not GPUs because we're not able to use them as GPUs. So they're specific to mining, and that's going to be, you know, their production, percentage of their production, which gamers aren't going to have access to, which is just upsetting because, you know, these mining individuals have access to regular GPUs, even though NVIDIA half the hash rate on that to combat that. But the thing is, they went ahead and hacked it within 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Linus Tech was covering that, was talking about it. So it's like they did something to try to do something good, but inevitably the people were able to hack it, come out with a hack for it, and now they could still use the GPUs and along with their mining processing units that they could buy from NVIDIA as well. So it's like now gamers have a limited supply to go for, you know, at least. Good luck if you want to get an NVIDIA graphics card. I'll personally be going for Radeon. Speaking of which, let's see here. That reminds me. I may have to cut this short. Yeah, this thing just came out, so let me just see if I can get one. I know I came up late here. Sorry guys. That Radeon graphics card just came out. I want to see if I could get one. Yep. Alright, so yeah, speaking of which, so we got about an hour long stream for a stream. I think that's good for now. I'll call it a day, and not a day, but you know, I'll be back in the afternoon before close, probably an hour before. And I thank you for joining me here, and yeah, just keep it real with Market Chart. Join us tomorrow or the day after. I'm going to set up a schedule soon enough. And I do thank you. Take care and have a great day.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Money talk.